Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and cracker jack. I don't care if I ever get back. Let me root for the home team.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another inning of Fantasy Basebrawl. I'm Naz. Today I'm going to show you a deck that I built right around the time of Murders of Karlov Manor. I haven't really tweaked it since. It's pretty straightforward. You got your commander right here, Ognis, the Dragon's Lash. She has Haste, and whenever a creature you control with Haste attacks, you create a tap treasure token. So to that end, this deck is filled with lots of creatures that have Haste to generate tokens. They don't always, unfortunately the tokens do come in tapped, but hopefully they've got no answer. Your opponent has no answer the first turn that you start swinging. So there's plenty of cheap instants to surprise your opponent. Let's say you attack once with this. Next turn they think they're going to chump block you, and it's like, oops, Giant Growth. Oops, Infuriate. Oops, Lightning Bolt. If they're going to block with a bigger creature, you surprise them with Lightning Bolt. Try to get as many reusable cards as possible, which you want in a commander / EDH style deck. You have your Ancient Grudges. You've got... actually, wait a minute. I was thinking of that other one with enchantment that has I think it's a white instant, and it flashbacks for 1 green. So never mind. I think this is the only flashback card in the deck. But great card when your opponent isn't expecting something like this to blast away a non-basic. But you got your standard types of removal here. You do put Minsk and Boo in this deck. Freaking extremely powerful card for a deck like this. Just anything you can to try to quickly overrun the opponent. Try to build up mana as quick as possible. With your tokens, your treasure tokens. But anyway, you see anything here that you think I could improve upon? I could probably come back to this, and I probably will come back to this eventually. Obviously, I haven't made any improvements to it in about 2 years. But I've had fun playing it. So if you have any suggestions, there's a lot of lands to try to fetch lands out of the deck. Search out and fetch lands. But again, all suggestions are appreciated. But with that being said, let's play Brawl. Well, I don't like having 2 tap lands, but we do get to scry, so... Halfling. I don't think he's going to want to chump so quick, so we'll go ahead and... Another land would have been nice. extra bonus there from the... Go ahead and swing with everything. If he tries to chump block some moot, we'll, guess not. Let's see. So I'm going to go ahead, because I don't really need lands as much, so we'll go ahead and shoot down Lathril. Control. Secondary ability on the big spender is nice, but typically irrelevant. Okay, not too bad. He doesn't gain life, so that's good. That's not so good. I'll have to chump block something. He's probably got something else. Doesn't matter what I block.
Kill you! You are dead!
I'm sure there's a lot of creatures from the new set that would definitely benefit. There's probably creatures from a lot of the sets that would benefit this. Nothing early game, so we'll ditch that hand. This is much better. Go ahead and dig up a swamp. I don't think I would use this anymore in a new version of the deck. I typically have it there, oh, I'm gonna get beat at my own game here. Yeah, if you've got no answer for this early game, you're kind of screwed. You've seen it, I've seen it used pretty good in my, my Cypher deck, you might have seen. I'm honestly surprised. I was surprised he didn't bring out Vivi. Yep, and then we'll say bye. Yeah. As I've said, folks, I don't put up with that. I do not put up with mana drain. Especially not this early, especially not with an all-or-nothing commander like Vivi. Forget it. Enjoy your free win, bro. Alright, this one looks good. I wouldn't be surprised if he's got a counter. Let's see. One ring. Oh, this is good. Pump up the, Him having protection doesn't negate the token bonus. shoot her down. Go ahead and power up. Don't want to put all of our eggs in one basket.
Bigger is always better.
For those of you who may not know, the voice of Minsk is Jim Cummings, or at least I think it is, who you may know as the second and current voice of Disney's Winnie the Pooh. Wondering what he's got up his sleeve here. Okay. Even if he casts a board wipe, he won't be able to do it this turn. He's effectively gone. I mean, I should be able to sweep in with everything. I think we can do for one. Swords to Plowshare. No big deal. I gain the life anyway. He's completely tapped. Yeah, game's over. Yeah, Jim Cummings is a pretty cool guy. I've actually met him at several conventions, and he's done. He's recorded some voice messages. Pretty nice guy. I have a lot of respect for voice actors. There's some notable ones that have done voices in this game. I know Steve Bloom did. I believe he's the voice of Ashiok. Steve Bloom being who's voiced Wolverine before. He's also the voice of Spike from Cowboy Bebop. Yeah, this is pretty good. Crag first, that way we can swing in with the Dreadhorde Butcher. Put pressure. So if he'd like to trade... Yep. No point in dealing 1 point to that. And it's going to die the minute it attacks. Tries to chump block. Nope. Okay, he's got Mishra. Not getting land is hurting a lot. Might be able to sucker him into this. Let's see. No, he's not fooled. I can't even... It wouldn't do me any good to cast Ognis. I mean, I could. I just don't think he's not going to have removal in his hand. I'd rather wait. Finally. keep the snakeskin veiled up. I admit I'm surprised he did not have removal. Or if he did, he's not using it. Oh. Yeah, I think I'm toast. Again, not getting that fourth land was really... Remember, what do we say at Fantasy Basebrawl, kids? Remember, if you're, no matter how good your deck construction is, no matter how good you put it together and what kind of strategy, if you're getting choked out of land, then you're probably not going to win. Not a bad way to open, but just without a third land, there's too much stuff that costs too much. Forget it. Still no options. Alright, this I think I will go with, for no other reason than... I can try to swipe stuff out of his, off the top of his library. Still not getting green lands. Silly me thinking that the shuffler would actually help me. Another Vivi, another mana drain. I mean, you see it too, right? I mean, the fact that you're playing a certain style of deck and they somehow always get mana drain in their opening hand. Or at least top deck it. I don't know. There's some cards that really, I mean, quite frankly, I'm going to be very candid. I mean, they piss me off. Like I said, they're way too good. They're way too overpowered. They suck the fun out of everything. Kind of the same issue as before, but I'll risk it. I can at least have this to wipe out his commander. They're undoubtedly thinking, oh, we'll let the big spender through, just keep swinging with our guy, get our life back, mill some cards. Well, to that I say no. Still not going to block. Okay. There it is. Oh, Lord, he's got freaking wash away, doesn't he? Oh. The nice thing is, even if he decides to block this to kill it, I still get another treasure token, which means more and more creatures. My hope is if he plays this, that tells me he has no wipes. Or he could be trying to sucker me in to a false sense of security. Yeah, could be worse. I forget what the... You know, actually, I don't even think I know what the guy's name is who runs MTG Arena original decks, but as he would say, it's time to play Clackety Boy. Generally, the disadvantage of giving your opponent some free goat tokens is negated when pretty much you can just constantly spam them. Even if he's drawn into a board wipe, it's not going to matter at this point because I still have enough to cast both of these cards and swing in and put more pressure. The throne. Surprised I didn't go with human. No point in attacking with this or this. Okay. I'm assuming he has something to protect that. Nope, guess not. Oh. Discard and sacrifice a creature. No point in giving this guy more card advantage. Sorry, big spender. You did good. Okay, at least he's not going to get double life. Or one extra life. Oh, he's got a board wipe. At least I think he does. I'm just wondering what kind it is. Even if I decide to chump block. No matter... Well... Yeah. I've got more than enough mana here to cast it next turn. Even if he's got something like, I don't know, Farewell to wipe everything, including my tokens, I've got this to draw cards. Nope.
Another thrilling adventure.
I'm thinking he's either has Settle the Wreckage or that one card that returns all attacking creatures to their owner's hands. We'll see what he does here. If he leaves them untapped, then I'm almost positive that's what he's going for. Okay. I don't really want to sack any creatures right now. And I don't want to discard a card. Or, well... guess he won't do anything. Okay. Well, say goodbye to Minsk and Boo.
Tragedy befalls us, Boo.
I want to be able to sack this to the Rankle, so I'm not going to swing in with it, in case you're wondering. Not really a worthy target for this. I don't have any counters in this deck, obviously. He's going to try to mill me a little bit. I've got a feeling he's got something to enhance. I don't want to lose 5 cards. Oh, I can't block anyway. I still want to save this just in case, so I'll go ahead and let it go, or go ahead and let it through. Those would have been nice. Great card for a late game. Very good flexibility. I can't destroy the roaming throne, so I will get rid of that. Okay. There's no recursion in this deck anyway. If he's got a board wipe, that might be why he's doing it. Yeah, I'm ahead. I can take it. Get rid of this. Oh. Yeah, the opponent knows what's up. That was a good match. That was pretty close until the very end. See, these are the kinds of matches that I enjoy where if I lose, I don't care. You know, generally, I have a problem with matches where I get just steamrolled, where I never had a chance, and that's again why I'm not particularly fond of Vivi as a commander. I don't like this very much. You know, this is hard cast, no green. Probably not going to have any non-basic lands in a mono black deck, or if there's a low percentage of seeing it. Yeah, this is better. But not by much, actually. In fact, I don't like the tap land. So I'm probably going to go ahead and... And again, not really anything good. Not much of a choice here. God, I hate to dish Minsk and Boo. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the melee. Don't have a lot of lands in the deck, so... Or... a lot of lands in my opening hand, so I don't really want to sack any of them. I honestly thought he would block. Well, he has to sacrifice both of them. Unfortunately, I'm also not getting any... I need lands. Basically, what I'm going to try to do is swing with the robber to trigger this. Okay. I didn't get anything good. Just so I don't have to sacrifice some moot. Like I said, I don't believe he's going to have non-basic lands, so I don't mind. See, he's got to have something else, because if he tries to sack to trigger Liliana, it's not going to work if he sacks her to it. Or, yeah. Yeah, but that'll work. Another sack.
And make new comrades.
I've already lost.
No way.
Got way too strong of a... Well, you never know.
We will break Eagle's bones. Unless it's boneless. Then, we smoosh it.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I didn't get any really good targeted removal. I say, why wouldn't you swing with everything and kill him?
It was us what got their bums kicked.
I'll just see if I can get some value out of it. I don't need more mana. This could have value. I could leave this, but I'm sure he's going to use the... He'll use the priest to sack something. I'll have to sack that anyway. Oh, I thought he chump blocked to kill that. Interesting.
envelop this world.
I suppose I don't have any good board sweeps in this deck. That would definitely help. Yeah, I give up. Whatever. Yeah, he got a really good opening hand. Just built up his stuff too good. I couldn't overcome it. So full disclosure, I didn't even bother recording the last match. That one was just bad opening hand after bad opening hand after bad opening hand. Just could not get a decent mulligan. Nothing particularly good. Yeah, this is better. Although against an indestructible commander like Cody's, I don't think it's going to do very good. I don't think there's anything in this deck that can break through indestructible. Okay. He hasn't gotten any green mana. Keep the pressure on him and draw some cards. I'd rather he counter this than counter Ognis. Bring Karlach back with Specialize. This is another commander I absolutely despise, and I think it's just a one-note joke of a commander. Well, just a breakthrough. Just on a chunk block. And in case he's got something to get rid of it, we can chunk block it with the other one. But knowing this deck, he's probably got flying or some kind of evasion. Nope. Head in with a Swift Spear. Okay, who cares? Get rid of the green. Pretty much our best hope for busting through is to get as much mana as possible and then cast Finale of Devastation and get out the Crater Hoof Behemoth. Of course. Oh yeah, look at me. I'm having an indestructible commander. Then just like I said, this deck is so hit or miss. I'm severely tempted to burn a red cat melee just to cut down another source of his green mana. In fact, I think I will. I can always sack a swamp.
Kill you! You are dead!
Yeah. Like I said, when you burn out of this guy, and you can't break through, can't try to depend on using your opponent's cards to use against them, this deck is nothing. And yes, it is schadenfreude. Well, happy 4th of July, everybody, if you're still here watching. As a matter of fact, I'm probably going to have to get going pretty soon, so this will probably be my last match, win or lose. I got several things to do, not to mention, it takes about an hour to process each video, then about another hour to upload it to YouTube. Well, maybe not an hour, it's like 30 minutes. Okay. This is good. It's not a bad blend. Lannery. If I manage to swing with her, that'll be great. But we'll see. I was worried he had swords or something to return it to my hand. This will probably be his 1 mana value option. Yeah, wash away. That's a great. For a long time, I used to not use this because I found it to be one of those cards which is so ridiculously, especially in this, obviously in this format, it's ridiculously overpowered. Swing again. If he taps out, this is going to be destroyed. We use statue on it. Try again. Well, could be worse. Wish I could get some other creatures. That'd be good. Oh, boo-hoo. Obviously, he's going to take statue. I don't see why he wouldn't take anything else. Okay. Might as well... Well... Why don't we swing first, see what he's got. Okay. I mean, I can play this at instant speed on his turn, so... He really should have saved it for this turn. Don't need to kill this yet. Yeah. If you want my opinion, and I know you didn't ask for it, the problem with making a 5-color deck, you really got to know what cards to put into it. Like, again, Silence, I just don't feel is great for a 5-color deck. And again, my opponent used it on probably at the worst time. But again, that's just my opinion. What do I know? I've never played in a pro tournament. I've only ever won one paper draft tournament in my entire life. And I've been playing Magic for quite a bit. The other day, when I was making that Hannah deck, you might have overheard me saying I wasn't there for the invasion block. I actually started playing Magic before that. At the time, though, I was taking a break. I tended to come back and forth with Magic, although I haven't played paper Magic since... Oh, boy. Probably since around 2017, 2018. I actually left paper Magic right before War of the Spark and then shifted over to Arena full-time at that point. It's just one of those things. And I can always talk about that in a future episode. You know, my experience with Magic, if you ever want to hear about the story. And there you have it. So, I mean, like I said before, I mean, obviously, there could be improvements. I'm sure there's other great cards that have come out since Murders at Karloff Manor. In fact, I don't know why I don't have it in this deck. That one werewolf that gives haste and a bonus to attack during combat. That should definitely... Maybe at the time I didn't have the wild cards for it or something. But anyway, so yeah, I'll definitely revisit this deck in the future. I guess maybe what I'd like to show is that you don't necessarily have to, you know, spend a lot of wild cards. You don't have to spend a lot to make a deck with cards you might already have and you can have fun with and try to build something. You don't always have to be on the cutting edge in order to have fun playing this game. You know, just don't use Monodrain or Vivi as a commander, and everybody gets to have fun. So, but anyway, well, I hope you enjoyed this. As always, here's a couple other channels you might enjoy. I know I've enjoyed them in the past. So, but thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed. If you enjoyed, go ahead, like and subscribe. I'd appreciate it. And I hope we find you safe at home. And to all my fellow Americans, have a happy 4th of July. And to all my British watchers, you know, happy Treason Day. But have a good one.